And there's pride in uniform and the job. But you wouldn't understand that, would you, Harry, eh? Or how one officer could dip all the rest of us in his own personal slime. Your friend, Harry. Your friend Jack's back in town. Chief Superintendent Jack Rourke. He was on the Triad division, as you know. Look at him. Look at him, Harry. We found his body on the Lantau beach. Navy sank an armed junk last night, bringing him back to Hong Kong. Bringing him back to you, Harry. What happened to it? Oh, his Triad friends do that kind of thing with meat cleavers. Not much left of his face. Navy thinks it was a piece of shrapnel. We think someone chopped him up so we couldn't recognize him. But we did, Harry. This set of prints was taken from Rock's body. This set from his personnel file. They're identical. According to the divers, the junk was registered in Taiwan. Taiwan labels in Rock's suit, Taiwan currency, and a Costa Rican passport registered in the name of Kenneth Mackenzie. Guess who's photographed? Jack Rourke. Rourke ran the anti-Triad division, organized crime. They organized him pretty good. They paid him $8 million over God knows how many years. We found that out just before he walked into Kai Tak Airport and flew to Taiwan. Am I boring you?
I didn't judge him by his merit badges. I'm not a policeman.
Then what the hell are you, huh? Harry Petros. Old China hand, living off what you know and who you know.
I was his friend. We used to buy each other boxes of cigars just for the pleasure of it. When's the last time anybody bought you a box of cigars, Max?
I don't smoke.
You don't have many friends either.
Do you believe in the God of justice, Harry? You know that 4 days before Rourke left town, you converted 8 million Hong Kong dollars into gold wafers through the gold exchange.
Is that a fact?
Is it?
Jack said it was a favor to a friend.
You believe that?
Look out, Max, you're going to burn your fingers.
Did you know Rourke was coming back?
No.
Did he contact you?
No.
Did you know he left Hong Kong without any luggage, not even a carry-on bag? Did you know that,
No,
Harry?
I did not.
What do you think happened to the gold, Harry?
I don't think anything about other people's gold.
I'll tell you what I think. I think the gold's still in Hong Kong. I think you know about that. Also, I think you're the most corrupt individual in Southeast Asia.
It's a Shanghai orphan, Max. It's a tough life for orphans.
You're going to tell me about Rourke's gold, Harry. What he did with it, what you did with it. Because if you don't, I'm going to dig into all your unspeakable little business affairs and your clients. Then I'm going to find your clients' mothers and dig them apart. After that, oh boy, am I going to get interested in your life.
You're threatening an innocent man, Max. Don't you find that a little unjust?
I can live with it. It's an unjust world. That's the God of justice. Oh, those damn smoke alarms.
más, Lalo.
Oh, Harry, don't park here. It could be dangerous. Street is full of thieves and vandals.
The little con man. What do you want, Ching?
I want to help you, Harry. Watch your beautiful car. Protect you from the demons of the street.
Well, the only demons I see on this street are you and your crowd. Aha. You want some ice cream to keep away the demons of hunger. Dog it.
Hi.
Keep an eye on that car.
Let's go there.
Harry.
¿Qué oma?
Oh, how nice. You haven't come to us for many months now. Not since Jack Roth left us. You are a lonely man.
Everybody's lonely.
And you are a good man, too.
Makes me good and lonely.
No, lonely and good. I have many new companions now. Butterflies to stroke you with their wings. Very charming girls. Very unspoiled.
I was looking for Millie.
Oh, 1,000 pities. She's engaged. There. Perhaps for you. Please sit, Harry.
I could see that.
Okay. Hello, Harry.
Millie?
Why do you never come to see me?
You were always Jack's girl. He paid the ransom. I don't buy my companions.
Nobody buys me, Harry. Not even Chief Superintendent Jack Rourke. They pay, but they don't buy. Have you heard from Jack?
Jack's dead.
Everything will die. Sooner. Later. For Jack, it would be sooner.
He was coming in on a junk. I tried to shoot it out with a police gunboat. They found his body on a beach.
And this is why you visit me? To tell me things I don't want to hear? Nothing else, Harry?
Nothing else.
Will you see me again?
I don't think so.
I think so. When we were together, you and Jack and I, you talked to him, but always you looked at me.
Thanks for the dance.
Harry，你好嘛？早晨，喂，好耐冇見喎。
我穿莫蘭，喂，仲行咗你嘅啦？
好嘛，Harry。
做山進。 Chang? Miss Chang? Miss Chang?
Good morning, Mr. Petros.
May I ask if you're entertaining a guest?
I'm all alone, Mr. Petros.
Would you join me in my office, please?
By all means, Mr. Petros.
How's it going?
Almost finished, Mr. Petros.
In a pig's ear. I stole these yesterday. What I have in mind is a bribe.
A bribe?
A bribe. When I can walk into my office and find my secretary in it, then you may have the pieces of the puzzle. I know that's asking a lot, but that's the way we're arranging things in Hong Kong this year.
Would you like to know what I was doing in the other room?
Not particular.
I'm trying to increase upper body strength.
Really?
Do you mind me doing it on office time?
Where's my tea?
Am I still employed?
Do I have a choice? You've got 600 uncles and aunts and cousins and 7 boyfriends working all over Hong Kong. That might need. You, I'm not so sure about it. Now, where are we?
Miss Salerno called from the Foreign Correspondents Club. Mr. Cooper called to thank you for introducing him to Mr. Lenz at the German Hong Kong Bank.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to know about your fee.
Foreign Correspondents Club.
This is Harry Petros.
How are you, Harry?
I'm very well, thank you. I'd like to speak to Faye Salerno, please.
Just a moment, please.
You can write to Mr. Cooper and tell him that the service is on the house, and that it's my pleasure to provide these courtesies. Write to Mr. Lenz, tell him I'll take my usual 5% of the deal.
Mr. Tran Min called from Laguna Beach, California.
What?
He says he has a cousin in the Ministry of Trade who's also interested in leaving Vietnam.
You can tell him that owing to the fact that I don't have a hole in my head, I have no intentions of revisiting Hanoi until at least the end of the millennium.
And Mr. Tang stopped by to say that the genuine Swiss watches will be ready for shipment as soon as his son can work out a way to stencil in the trademark.
I don't want to hear anything about those watches.
Harry?
It's a little early for lunch, isn't it?
But not too early for champagne.
And what's a celebration without me?
I called to invite you out to lunch, but you were out, as usual.
New York just sent me a very complimentary telex on my Taiwan series.
Well, congratulations. How is the state of the world today?
Still in one piece.
How about you, my love? Are you still in one piece?
Never been more intact. Especially my libido. How's yours?
Shall I ask the gentleman who was available for lunch?
Do and I'll wring your neck. Do you feel like expressing a little affection at my house tonight?
Yes.
Yes. Why do you always make things so difficult? Who are you celebrating with?
Charles from the London Times.
No kidding. I hear Superintendent Trumbull caught him wearing a dress. Trumbull. Anything else?
Repulse Bay, lunch with Mrs. Hamilton.
The police say they're working on it.
And they're very good, Mrs. Hamilton.
Very polite. Are they working on it, really?
Trust them.
My husband trusted you. Will the police bring him back to me?
I really can't do any more than they can. I doubt if I can...
I don't have anyone else. I'm a tourist, Mr. Petros. I have no friends in Hong Kong. We came here 2 weeks ago. You helped him with his business. You even suggested the little shop where he bought the ring. My beautiful ring. My beautiful husband. Where is he, Mr. Petros? What happened to him? He left the hotel a week ago. The ring was a little large. He said he'd have it sized for me. He went back to the shop because he didn't want me to lose the ring. I lost him. He never came back.
You know, people don't just disappear off the streets of Hong Kong, Mrs. Hamilton. Westerners anyway.
Did I tell you that I love him very much?
Yes, you did. Look, the police are into it. I've made a few phone calls. Let me see what else I can do.
I'm so frightened.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not alone, am I?
No, you're not alone. I'll be in touch.
Why didn't you tell me about that incident outside the harbor the other night?
What incident?
The jump. The one the patrol boat blew out of the water.
Oh, boy, Mama, son. I thought we were into Soviet aspirations in the China Sea this week.
I take my stories where I can get them. You know that. What aren't you telling me?
There's not much to tell, really.
Not true. I've done some checking. A body washed up on the shore. Who was it?
You know, you're good. You're the best damn correspondent I know.
Harry, who?
Jack Rourke.
Sorry. Did you know he was coming back?
Oh, please don't you start it on me, too.
Why? Is your policeman friend on a fishing expedition?
The great nasty hooks that tear at the flesh and sadden the heart.
I thought you were tough.
I'm not tough, you're tough. Toughest guy I know.
Will there be something else, Mr. Harry?
Will you marry me, please?
Will Miss Leno stay the night?
Miss Salerno will stay the night, yes.
No, she won't. Something's come up. I've got to leave in a few minutes.
Just like that?
Just like that. No.
A lousy way to treat an affectionate girl.
Aw, foreign correspondents don't cry.
That's what you... I might find myself another date.
Try the London Times.
What would you do if I took another lover? Lover?
I might try suicide.
You always know the right thing to say. My Harry. Think of what you're
Android Neoma.
Oh.
Chok chai. Yao me jokonga.
Excuse me, sir. Now, we know that he's some kind of fortune teller, but just how does it work?
My fate lies in one of those envelopes. The little bird, the sparrow, does the fortune telling. The old man knows the secret. Your heart is troubled. Now is the time to turn to your friends. But who is your true friend? Even the sparrow cannot tell. So says the sparrow.
But it's just chance. I mean, that little bird could have picked any envelope, any fortune.
Anyone at all, but then it wouldn't be destiny, would it?
No.
Watch this. Very good. Destiny.
That is amazing.
Good.
I just got to try this myself. Here you go.
Are you well, Mr. Yu?
Well enough, Harry.
You sent for me.
Thank you for meeting me here. You know, when you were a little boy in Shanghai before your father's untimely death, you almost became one of us. I had no power then, but now I have the power of the Triad, the power of business. We give what we ask of each other. Do you have something to ask me, Harry?
A visitor to Hong Kong. An American named Hamilton. Disappeared from the streets a week ago. He can't help his wife. I thought you might have heard what happened to him.
What do you think we are, Harry? We do no violence to tourists. Our legitimate enterprises are much too profitable. Perhaps your Mr. Hamilton fell into the trap of some criminal. If you wish, I will ask my people to investigate.
Thank you. There is something more. You know that Jack Rourke is dead. He was your man in the police. You think he came back for his gold?
The gold you had converted? 8 million Hong Kong dollars?
The police think I know where it is. Jack Rourke is dead, and I'm the target. I need your help.
On the day that Rourke fled, he called me at 11 o'clock and said that he had not yet received his gold.
I was flying back from Bangkok on the noon plane, but he had his gold by 2 o'clock.
An hour later, he left on a flight to Taiwan. No baggage. He carried nothing with him. You know what I think? I think you cheated your friend. I think he never received his gold. I think that you played him an old Shanghai trick.
Whatever you think, Jack got what I promised him.
What happened was between you and Rourke, as long as he was alive. But now he's dead. It's between you and me. We paid Rourke $8 million for services he never rendered. We do a refund. It's our money. We want it back.
I never had it. Not after 2 o'clock.
Take your time. 1 day, 2 days. 2 days. Then the bank calls in all its loans. You understand? The transaction is terminated.
You wish an interpretation?
Oh, go ahead.
1,000 blessings rain from the skies for the next 2 days. With prudence, you will attain happiness in all things your heart desires, except financial matters.
Destiny.
多谢，多谢。
Rose, tell Maylene that I'll see her tomorrow.
She will come soon. Her gentleman will pay the ransom. You must be patient.
Your cigar is very nice, Harry.
Bye.
It's okay. Maylene, có人等你啊。快啲嚟啦。You would like to speak with me, Harry?
Not here.
Harry will pay the ransom. Harry is a good fellow.
How much time do you wish to buy?
2 hours.
Philip? May you give each other joy.
再開啲，得開，唔該。
are very serious, Harry. With Jack, you've always laughed.
I'm not with Jack anymore.
Who are you with? You may say my name.
Melee.
Again.
Melee.
It is not a place to be so serious.
Jack wanted you to live with him. Why didn't you?
Perhaps I didn't love him. Perhaps I loved him, but not enough.
What do you know about love?
What men like you teach me.
I didn't teach you.
You wanted me,
Everyone wants something beautiful.
but you never reach for what you truly want. Because then you'd have to give a part of yourself, Harry. Is it that way with your American lady, Miss Salerno?
Tell me about you and Jack. The days before he left Hong Kong.
2 nights before the last day, I slept in his house.
What did you talk about?
About me. Us.
Did he know you?
Does anyone?
Did he talk about money? Or gold?
There was no talk about money.
Did you go anywhere together?
I drove him to a tailor shop on Cameron Road. Very British. I don't remember the name. I dropped him off. It was the last time. The next day he left Hong Kong.
Did you hear from him?
There were letters. I do not read English very well. Rose read them to me. Love letters.
Love letters.
Is there anything else, Harry?
The meter's running. 2 hours is almost up. What's that for?
My perfume. So you will not forget me.
Where'd you learn that?
Oh, it's nothing. From another life, perhaps.
What have you done with Mei Ling?
took her home. For 6 hours. For you.
I knew you were a good fellow.
Mei Ling told me that there were letters that you'd received from Jack Rourke. And that you read them to her.
Mm-hmm. Mei Ling could not read the letters.
Do you have them?
Why should I have such things? They were love letters.
Where were they from?
Where? Everywhere. Taiwan, Bangkok, Singapore. Jack was in many places.
Not today, Cheng.
But I've got a good deal. Blue jeans, Harry. Genuine French.
Not interested.
And how about some jade? Pure, genuine.
No.
Watches, Harry. Sweet watches.
Look, I don't want the jeans, I don't need the jade, and I got all the watches I can use. Not today.
Called to ask if there's any news about her husband, and Mr. Tang stopped by to say the Swiss watches are all finished and ready for shipment. What do you think of my jigsaw puzzle?
I don't think anything about your jigsaw puzzle. I have no news for Mrs. Hamilton. Call her and tell her the best way you can. No, I'll call her later and tell her myself. I want you to run a check on all the tailor shops on Cameron Road, looking for something very British. And if I hear one more word about those cockamamie watches, you can tell Mr. Tang that I will personally wind his clock.
When we were together, you and Jack and I, you talked to him, but always you looked at me.
is identical to the one purchased from Mrs. Hamilton. Lovely, isn't it? The designer created only 2 of them. I can give it to you for a very special price.
You remember who purchased it?
Yes, certainly. Her husband. He suggested the fit might be a little loose, but she wished to wear the ring immediately.
Someone brought it back to be sized.
No. Mr. Hamilton called from the Regent Hotel. I think yes. He never returned to the store.
How much is the ring worth?
What Mr. Hamilton paid for it, sir.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. How much was that?
20,000 American dollars. But as you're my first customer this morning...
Not today. Thanks very much.
Good day, Mr. Petros.
Tourists don't just disappear off the streets, Harry.
Tell that to his wife.
Maybe he left her.
Man buys his wife a $20,000 ring and then ditches her in a foreign city. You got any more hot dispatches from the war zone?
Did you try Superintendent Trumbull?
Oh, right, good. Yeah, Max wants to make a Harry Petros deal. He wants to swap $8 million in gold for the missing Hamilton. The man hasn't got a clue where Hamilton is. Of course, I haven't a clue where the gold is either.
Poor Harry. I hear you're falling in love.
Anybody I know?
Just tea house gossip. One dance girl tells another, and there you are. Suddenly, it's all over town.
What is?
You were with Mei Ling last night, weren't you?
I didn't think gossip was your beat.
Nothing personal.
Where were you last night?
Not with you.
Nothing personal.
Isn't there supposed to be a rule about tea dance girls?
Not a rule. It's a trick. Trick is don't get hooked. Oh, I love that harbor. I love Hong Kong.
I love you. A naval officer told me once about the color of the South China Sea, like emerald jade. He said people had been known to jump overboard just to lose themselves in all its infinite beauty. Sometimes I think that's what happened to Jack Willock with Mei Ling.
It's only business, man.
Call me when you need me. Hi.
Naturally.
Excuse me, it is very rude, I know, but I must go out now. I have no time.
Big date?
It is nothing. Just an appointment.
You always burn incense before you go out with a gentleman?
I like to come home to it. Why do you always ask questions?
It wasn't a question. On your last day with Jack Rourke, you said you dropped him off at a tailor shop. Did you see him go in?
I don't remember. It was not important.
It's important now, ma'am.
I'm sorry, Harry. Last night was our night. Now I must go. You must go too.
I'd rather stay.
It may be many hours.
I have time. I'll wait.
As you wish.
Anything?
Did you know Jack's old sergeant? What was his name, Wu?
Yes, Sergeant Wu Man-Fai.
Fine. Whatever happened to him?
He was transferred, I think.
Some sort of administrative position, I imagine.
I don't know. Are there any more questions, Harry?
Good night.
Good night, Harry.
Police headquarters. May I help you?
Yes, I'd like to speak with Sergeant Wu Man-Fai, please. I don't know what department he's in.
He's in personnel, but they are closed. Would you like to leave a message?
Oh, thank you.
Looking for Jack.
How are you, Harry? You look like you've seen a ghost. I saw a body at a morgue. Did you grieve for me, Harry? It was just a little trick. It wasn't really meant for you. You're the only thing I cared about in Hong Kong. You and Mei Ling.
Hey, come on, Harry. No warm greeting for an old friend, no big joyous embrace?
Sorry, Jack, I'm out of the joy department. I got a rope around my neck. The Triads and the police are playing tug of war. Trumbull thinks I know where your gold is. So does Mr. Yu. Welcome home.
Thank you. Well, it seems that my life is in your hands.
You might say mine is in yours.
Well, let's just say that we both still need each other. Huh?
Jack. Don't you ever get tired of following me, Sergeant?
Mr. Petros, sir. Superintendent Trumbull said I might find you here. He wishes to speak with you.
An order?
Yes, Mr. Petros. With you, it's always an order. After you.
Excuse me, Mr. Petros? You speak Japanese? No, Mr. Petros. You should.
We are here, Mr. Petros.
My place. You're cute, Sergeant.
I'm just wild about Harry. Harry's wild about me. The heavenly blizzard of his kisses fill me with ecstasy. He's sweet just like chocolate candy. And he's like honey from the bee. The honey bee. Oh, I'm just wild about Harry. Harry's wild about.
Best view in Hong Kong. You mind?
Yes. Good. Who do I have to thank for the nice ride, Max? You or Sergeant Lee?
What ride was that? Don't hear from you lately, Harry. Not a word. Not even a postcard. Too busy with Mei Ling, I suppose.
Just tell me what you want.
What do I want? I want contentment. I want love and understanding. I want my place in the universe. But most of all, I want you, Harry. If I can't have Jack Rourke and his ill-gotten gains, I want you. What did you find out from Mei Ling?
Just another pretty face.
And behind those magnificent eyes, you know what's there? Nothing. Not a damn thing. I'd be careful if I were you.
Thanks. I can't turn up the gold, but it seems I found a father.
Stone in the lion's mouth. Female. See the cub?
I know about Temple lions, Max.
Of course you do. Old China hand like you, Harry. You know the stones of Baal. Playful creatures, these female lions. As the myth goes. careful. The claws are sharp. Beware of the claws, Harry. Incidentally, the government of the People's Republic of Vietnam, they've lodged a complaint against you. Harry Petros in and out of their motherland with bogus papers. Seems they have it in their mind that you took one of their officials out of the country. A Mr. Tran Minh, who I believe is now in California. At any rate, they're real anxious to talk to you in Hanoi. Fascinating, isn't it? Would you like to go back to Hanoi, Harry? You will tell me if you learn any more about Jack Rock, huh? Good night, Harry.
You found my husband?
I'm not sure, but I found the ring.
My ring?
Yes. Tell me about the scar on your husband's left wrist.
He was fixing a chair in his workshop. The chisel slipped. He always wanted his own workshop.
Ting hai tai jak sao.
Good morning, Mr. Petros.
Morning, Miss Jane.
Sorry, but I'll be gone today.
How's that?
There's a wedding tonight for one of my cousins.
Why not?
But to compensate for this day off, I've been asking about the Bond Street tailor shop. They don't do much tailoring there, Mr. Petros. All of their orders are sent out to the factory of Divine Serenity. They do the sewing there for a bunch of those shops. And as a matter of fact, one of my uncles works there. If you'd like to talk to him, here's his name and address. I gotta go. Bye, Mr. Petros.
You are going to the wedding tonight, Mr. Cheng.
Yes, yes, very nice. I came to. I play mahjong.
For the one more? Yes, we must play together sometime.
Yes, yes.
Your niece Sally told you that I am interested in information about a man by the name of Jack Rourke.
You tell me.
Would you be so kind as to check your records and see if Mr. Rourke was at the Bond Street tailor shop on this date?
This is private business, Mr. Petros.
Even for mahjong players.
My niece say, I must not trust you with my eyes. Say, you have a good heart, good man. My niece say, I trust. You like my niece?
Very much.
She say same. I trust. No order from Mr. Rock. We only have an order from our Bond Street tailor shop for certain garments to be made in one night. My niece say, you read Chinese, Mr. Petrus? 你睇下就知啦，我冇呃你㗎。
身上还有10分钟。
Too much about the Triad. You should be one of us or fight against us.
And if I fight?
And who fights at the side of Harry Petros? The police? Superintendent Trumbull? How does a fish fight against the sea? You better come to your senses and tell me what you want.
When you bribed Jack Rourke, who made the payments? Who else knew what was going on?
If that's all you have for me, for both of our sakes, you have better come up with something more substantial.
I'll have the rest tomorrow.
The gold.
The answers. Today it's only the questions.
Harry, for heaven's sake, Rourke was my very own secret. A high officer in the police, a natural. The money came from my hands, and no one knew about it. I instructed him, I paid him. Does that satisfy you? By the way, that missing American you asked me about, I have made inquiries. No information.
Superintendent Trumbull's men were here. The police look for you. There was an occurrence, that's the correct word, on Ladder Street.
Anything serious?
A man was injured. They say a Triad man.
Nothing serious.
Is there any service you require?
You play a tune for me on your saxophone.
Oh, for that you have to come very late, when I feel very sad. Here comes your favorite butterfly. I'm no longer needed.
Hello, Harry.
Tell Jack I want to see him.
Jack is dead.
Tell him I want to see him tonight at the festival in Aberdeen. I'll be alone. Tell him.
Sally told me where I could find you.
Told her I didn't want to be found.
This is my week for surprises. This came in from New York a couple of hours ago.
London bureau chief. Top drawer.
What do you think?
Have you answered them yet?
No.
When would you start?
Right away. Do you want me to go?
You deserve it.
I knew you'd say that.
Now, what do you want to do?
It doesn't really help me, Harry.
Now, what do you want me to say? You're a good reporter. You ask the right questions, you go for the truth. Ask yourself, is this something that's good for me? If it is, accept the promotion and move on. If not, pass on it and stay. As simple as that.
Harry, Triad is going to kill an American in Hong Kong in the next 24 hours.
How did you know that?
One of my sources.
Reliable?
Yes. Guess who that American is?
How many guesses have I got?
Damn it, Harry, don't be cute.
It'll be resolved tonight. My way or someone else's. It wasn't the telex, was it? That isn't why you came.
No, it wasn't the telex. I came to tell you something you obviously already know. I'm frightened for you, Harry. And for me, too.
Thanks.
do love you, don't they? I think tonight's the first time I've seen them let a white man bring the dragon to life. It was a good trick, wasn't it?
Why'd you come back?
Shared a cigar with an old friend. And don't forget the gold. I'll ever thank you for that, Harry.
That garment you had made at the Bond Street tailor's to wear under your own clothes? Lots of tiny little pockets. Lots of gold wafers. You walked out of Hong Kong with that.
Good for you, Harry.
Now you're back from Mei Ling.
Yes. For Mei Ling. I had her distract you while I was in town. I hope you didn't mind.
She does it well.
Well, doesn't she, then? I have a different life now, Harry. I have a new name, a new country. Plenty of money. No worries for the future. Nobody hunts for a dead man. But I still wanted Mei Ling. You understand that?
Where I get lost is the killing. It's all the killing, Jack.
You mean the junk in Taiwan? Those were desperate men, Harry. They were paid $1 million Hong Kong to pick up a cargo off one of those islands out there. Or so they thought. And another $1 million promised back in Taiwan. Somebody must have tipped the police exactly where they were, so the junk opened fire. Would you open fire for $2 million, Harry?
I've sold myself for 8.
Oh, come on, Harry. When it comes to greed, there isn't really much difference between the Triads and some of our honorable merchants in their Hong Kong towers now, is there? Well, they're going to like the demon, look.
And there was Mr. Hamilton.
Hamilton? I don't think I've met him.
He's a nice man, Jack. His widow is a nice woman. You had him killed.
Did I?
He was about your age, about your size. You needed a substitute corpse, a body. But it had to be identified as your own. Enter Mr. Hamilton. So you paid your sergeant to put a set of Hamilton's prints into your personnel file. You're dead. Very effective, Jack. You fooled almost everybody.
Well, life is full of these little trade-offs, isn't it, Harry?
You want to hear my trade-off? No. I promised you I'd come here alone. I did. We said what we had to say. For old time's sake. Now I'm going to trade you to the police.
What, to save your own skin? That wouldn't make you any better than I am, would it?
A little.
Maybe. Maybe a little. I could kill you now.
But you won't.
I won't. But then you always could read right through me, couldn't you, Harry?
call the doctor.
There's no time. Go finish your packing.
Where will you take me, Jack?
Somewhere lovely. Somewhere quiet. Not like Hong Kong. Somewhere beautiful like you.
Jack!
You go and get your things. I'll look after Harry and then we'll go.
You believe I will go with you, Jack?
Bloody hell's that supposed to mean?
Jack! Here to help!
You damn right you can.
Why? Because you always paid well, but you buy nothing.
How much time do you think you have, Jack? How bad is it?
You said you would send my brother to prison if I would not live with you. Still, you bought nothing. Will I tell you why? Touch of you. Your look. Your smell. Oh, yes. Always there is a quite low smell. Too much. Too strong. Once you used it, would despise about my people. I hated you for saying it. But I smile. I make love.
You coming out, Jack? You're gonna stay in there and bleed to death?
Shut up!
My brother ran from Hong Kong, so I would not have to live with you. Like you ran, Jack. When I told your police about the money you take from Mr. Yu. Can you destroy something you love, Jack?
Jack!
Do you dare to kill your dreams? When he came back for me yesterday, I wanted to kill him. The moment I saw him again, I wanted to kill him. But I had no gun. It's not easy to acquire one in Hong Kong. But I managed to. Didn't I, Harry?
Okay, Sergeant.
Is there anything I can do for you?
No. There is nothing, Harry.
Nothing. Always and forever.
Suji. Told you to watch the claws, Harry.
Should have told Jack Rourke.
Yes, I might try one.
Smoke alarm going to go off again?
No, we've had it fixed.
Good evening, Mr. Leno.
I hear it's been quite a night.
Life in Hong Kong. It's a wonderful place to live, but I wouldn't want to visit. It's too hard to leave. I buy you a drink? I buy you 10 drinks.
I have a confession.
Only one.
I hate the weather in London.
Will Miss Leno stay the night?
Yes. Yes, Mama's son, Miss Salerno, will stay the night.
No, she won't, Harry. Sorry.
You sure?
I'd love to.
Well, good.
But I've got a date.
Oh.
Later tonight on Nightline, after Gary Hart, how much of a public figure's private life is fair game for media scrutiny?
Tuesday at 8, 7 Central, Mona's brother returns and invests all her money in a nightmare he calls a hotel on Who's the Boss. Then Mike thinks he's got what it takes for girls to find him irresistible on Growing Pains. After, has the romance gone out of Dave and Maddie's lives? Don't miss Moonlighting, Tuesday.